scenes would probably be etched forever on the minds of witnesses.
They serve as a reminder of how fierce and lethal rabies could be.
Here we are at a local hospital in Baguio City. And there are currently no patients admitted at the rabies ward. According to the administration, there has been a decline of rabies cases over the past decade. Still, this doesn't eliminate the fact that everyone, young or old, is at risk of being a victim of this disease. We came back to the hospital after a week, and to our surprise, a patient has been admitted to the rabies ward. We will just hide the patient under the name of Casey, a teenager from Pico, La Trinidad. How old is your daughter?
My daughter is only 15 years old.
How long has she been confined?
We've been here for about 2 days already, and yes, they haven't diagnosed yet if it is rabies.
Okay. When was she bitten?
It was about 2 months ago, but she didn't tell me immediately, so we only went about 2 days ago.
According to Casey's mother, her daughter was just taking a walk on the streets when a stray dog suddenly bit her in the leg. Where were you bitten?
On my right leg.
How are you feeling?
I feel dehydrated and
Doc, what is the status of your patient right now?
Right now she's still under observation and we suspect that it's rabies, but it is not confirmed.
So, Doc, just in case, if your patient is positive for rabies, is there any chance for her to recover?
Once the virus reaches her brain, there's a very slim chance that she'll make it.
What is rabies?
Rabies is a zoonotic disease, a disease that is transmitted to humans from animals, that is caused by a virus. The disease infects domestic and wild animals and is spread to people through close contact with infected saliva via bites or scratches. Rabies is present on all continents with the exception of Antarctica. But more than 95% of human deaths occur in Asia and Africa. When symptoms of the disease develop, rabies is nearly always fatal. It occurs mainly in remote communities where measures to prevent dog-to-human transmissions have not been implemented.
After the person has been bitten, when will the person show signs and symptoms?
The incubation period for rabies is typically 1 to 3 months, but may vary from less than 1 week to more than 1 year. The initial symptoms of rabies are fever, and often pain or an unusual or unexplained tingling, prickling, or burning sensation at the wound site. The virus spreads through the central nervous system. Progressive fatal inflammation of the brain and spinal cord develop. 2 forms of the disease can follow. People with furious rabies exhibit signs of hyperactivity, excited behavior, hydrophobia, and sometimes aerophobia.
After a few hours, Casey's mother, together with the hospital staff, witnessed the worst scenario a suspected patient could ever experience.
I don't want it here. Help me! I don't want it here. Help me! Mommy! Mom!
With this, the doctor finally concluded that Casey is a victim and that she only has very little time left. This is an example of an isolation room for rabies patients. And this gate here is here to prevent those rabies patients from escaping due to insane behavior.
What animal always bumps his head. Find out after the Harlem Shake.
Con los terroristas. The Harlem Shake. Con los terroristas.
And the answer is dog, dog, dog. Nee!
Rabies is a disease caused by the Lisa virus. It is transmitted through the saliva of an animal that is infected with the rhabdovirus. The saliva may be transmitted through a bite or through the entry to the mucous membrane of the eye or an open wound. It takes around 2 weeks to 2 months before the virus reaches the central nervous system of the dog, while on a human person the virus travels 15 to 100 millimeters per day. The moment the dog shows the signs and symptoms of rabies, the dog will surely die within 4 to 5 days, while the human person lasts for 3 to 5 days before he or she dies.
The government is very determined to control the cases of rabies in the country. They have implemented preventive measures to control the problem. They have 3 main objectives, which are mass vaccination, impounding, and population control. A few local governments have been implementing the rabies control program. Stray dogs captured are to be reclaimed by their owners within a week, and if not claimed, they are pre-arranged for adoption. But most dogs that are captured have skin diseases that cannot be cured anymore, so they are forced to undergo euthanasia or mercy killing.
Rabies occurs in more than 150 countries and territories.
More than 55,000 people die of rabies every year, mostly in Asia and Africa.
40% of people bitten by suspect rabid animals are under 15 years of age.
Every year, 15 million people receive a post-exposure vaccination to prevent the disease.
I am Shurinan Pascual.
And I am Adrian Tenedero.
And we are here reporting for
Xposed.